So it's June at the minute, and how do I put this? FIFA's getting a bit stale, bit dead. I uploaded a video yesterday showing the best way to make coins in FIFA 21, and I got quite a few comments from people saying, don't care, game's dead, game's boring now. And I was looking at them and I was thinking, I could get annoyed at these comments, but they've actually got a point. I think one thing that EA have really struggled with this year, even with the delayed launch of the game, is keeping people entertained throughout the dead periods of FIFA. The period between Team of the Year and Team of the Season was slightly lackluster, and whilst Festival Football is decent, I just don't know if the gameplay is up to scratch. So in this video, what I wanted to do ahead of the brand new season this Friday is give my thoughts and opinions on what EA could add to potentially improve this game and save FIFA 21. Lads, if you enjoy this video and you agree with anything that I'm saying, just a like on this video will be absolutely sick. Comment down below as well and let me know what you would change in FIFA right now. Subscribe if you are new with your notifications on as well, because I am going to be starting up my trading challenges with the new 24-hour challenge next Sunday. And as well as, if you do want to go and buy yourself any cheap FIFA 21 coins whilst the game is slightly dead, maybe make it a bit more fun just as we get to the end of this game, make sure to click the link in the description and check out Mule Factory. Use the code LE5CHEAP at checkout to get yourself a discount. However, let's get into it. So every time that I make a video in FIFA 21, I try and show off the team as much as possible. This is what it's looking like. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got a decent team, and it's not endgame. There's probably like 1, 2, 3 players who aren't endgame at the minute. For example, I could go and change this left back, I could go and change Keane, I could go and change Areola, but overall, it's pretty much an endgame team. So at this stage in FIFA for me now, I'm not really too bothered about getting many better players. The last time that I really ground out this game was for the Ultimate Team of the Season. I got De Bruyne from that, and I got Cancelo, and you can see from that I've played 11 games with those cards, some of which being squad battles games as well.
Dab on them.
So there's one thing which I'm really hoping can save this game, and it's going to be coming this Friday. So if you take a look at Season 6 at the minute, you'll be able to see that this says 2 days and 4 hours. Now, in terms of the season itself, I've completed as much as I can do while sort of playing as much as I'd like to as well. I've completed 4 pages of this. I'm on the 5th page at the minute. I don't see myself getting to this with Origi, Herrera and Lodi. I just don't see it. And the thing is, even with a lot of these players as well, Origi isn't an endgame card. He's not good enough to be an endgame card. If you take a look at his individual stats, 83 agility, 84 balance, it's just not good enough at this stage in FIFA. Admittedly, he's got decent shooting, but it's just not good enough in comparison to what you can go and just get on the market. I think the only person who I would really consider getting into a team would be this Lodi card, and that's mainly for the fact that we don't really have loads and loads of good left backs who you can go and use from, say, different leagues who can connect loads of different people. Like, his Brazilian left back, he's good, but only for the links, do you know what I mean? It sort of makes me look at these objectives as well. Whilst a lot of these objectives are decent that we're getting, they just could be the tiniest bit better. So what's going to be happening is, when this Season 6 expires this Friday, we're going to be getting a whole new season of objectives. We're going to get a load of different objectives here. We're going to get potentially new milestones, but I wouldn't bank on it. And I don't think we're going to get anything new for the foundations at this stage. And we've also got the events tab, but I don't even know what this is. I genuinely have never ever done anything with this. I don't get it. So I think one thing that EA really need to keep in mind when they do the next season in Season 7 is they need to completely revamp all of this. Instead of giving us for level 1 75 plus rated rare player, give us an 81 plus player pick instead. Premium gold packs and stuff like that, whilst they are good, they're untradeable. Just make those tradable. Does it really matter too much? I think to even consider the fact that T4s are realistically a good suggestion of content at this stage would be really short-sighted of me. I don't care for T4s whatsoever. But then as soon as you get to this tab here, you're back to the 75 plus rated rare player, and I think at this stage in the game, EA really needs to implement something which is much better and sort of illustrious and more lustful than just a 75 plus rare player. Like a Jumbo Gold 26 pack, it's not bad, but give us a 25k pack instead. Now once you've got through all those, you still get into the bloody 75 plus rated rare players, even at level 13, which I've said my piece on that, there's nothing to say. But in addition to that as well, we've also got the different storyline cards. Now don't get me wrong, these storyline cards aren't bad. But again, they are massively behind the power curve. So here are 3 cards that I've come up with, which we could see at level 15 from this new season, which are a bit more up to date, a bit more in line with the meta, and they're not even too out of range. I've done a Kolarov, a Thuram, and a Gedson Fernandez. I hope that I'm pronouncing that name right, but I don't think that these are too out of bounds, but I know for a fact that EA won't do anything like this, but oh well. Moving on after that, even when you get up to the higher levels, 17, 18, you're still only getting a rare gold pack, rare Electrum, stuff like that. I think at this stage, we should be getting stuff like maybe a draft token, 2 draft tokens, or maybe just a different variation of packs, 50k pack, whatever it may be. It's the end of the game and it really doesn't matter. But the big concern that I've got at the minute is going to be these season objectives for the final objective. Now, the thing is, right, I don't care for these cards, so I will not grind to them. Like I've said, Origi's not bad, Herrera's not bad, Lodi isn't bad, probably the best of a bad bunch, but realistically I think that these cards need to be 93, 94 rating, and they need to be cards that you genuinely want to go for. So again, here's some cards that I chuck in at the level 30 mark. Let me know what you think about these. Again, even more cards that I think would fit perfectly within this game and within this meta. Martial, this would be an absolutely sick card. Gordon hasn't really had too many special cards this year, could be another sick card. And last but not least, Hulk, who has had absolutely no cards in FIFA 21. Just do the thing, yeah, do it. Moving on to the objectives as well, whilst this Ericsson card is good, I really hope that we do get more stuff like this, which will actually make me grind the game out with friendlies. Now, I've not played much of friendlies, but more of these cards, I don't see what the issue is at this stage of the game. Silver Stars, in my opinion, at this point, it is decent, but it does need a bit of a revamp. I would like to see some 74 rated cards that actually get into people's main teams rather than just a super sub. Like this Herrera card's good, but you try and build me a squad based around that, around the current meta, and it's not happening. People aren't playing Silver Stars anymore on a Wednesday. It's just, who cares, do you know what I mean? You've got other objectives in there like Silver Beast, that's not bad, but it could be a lot better. And then obviously we've got the Icon swap stuff. Now Icon swaps will be staying the exact same with Icon swaps 3, but realistically these objectives, please, for the love of Christ, get them out of squad battles. Don't get me wrong, I love getting it to the point where I've got 3-4 tokens and I can go and chuck them into an 84 times 20, 84 times 25 or whatever it may be. But I don't want to play squad battles in June, man. It's making me lose my my fucking mind. But I would much rather play in these two, go and do all this stuff in squad battles again, because it's not the one. It's not the one, chief. Finally, we've had the introduction of the Europe and Asia milestones, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I really like these. The fact that you can do them in any mode, you can play against a friend or whatever it may be, is absolutely sick. You can see here that I've even ground some out already. I've already completed some. Admittedly, I've not had the best cards in the world, but it's actually something to work towards, which I really do enjoy. It looks like from the timer at the top, you will be able to see that these will be staying for 30 days, but I'd love to see an updated milestones tab, maybe new MLS Foundations 3 or EFL Championship 3, or maybe even just international competition, or I don't know, you could call it absolutely anything to get around the Euros thing and just have that as a foundations, an 89 rated card or a 90 rated card that you can go and grind out. It'd be absolutely sick. Even if it's someone from an off league, I think that would be better than Silver Stars at the minute. But overall, boys, I think this video has sort of just come out of a bit of frustration maybe from my side. Like, I've got a good team. I've played the game as much as I can do. I've ground out the game as much as I can do. I'm still doing some trading, but even that's becoming a bit jarring at this stage, because what am I actually trading for? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've picked up a Gomez here at, how much did I get him for? 109k, I'm selling it on 125. I've got some other cards back here as well. Where are they? This card, this Pereira right here, got it at 93. He's trying to sell it at 115. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trading, but I'm trading without a purpose, and I think that that's how a lot of people are feeling in FIFA at the minute. So boys, if you agree with anything that I've said, please do drop a like on this video. Just comment down below. I'm thinking about potentially switching up some of the content maybe next month. I'll probably do a standalone video for that. If you have any ideas for content that you want me to make, by all means just comment it down below. But lads, this is 96 Lewis. This has been hopefully a video which will get through to the right places. Just let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I genuinely do want to hear it. I'll read through all of them and it'll give me a better idea of stuff that we can do, me and you can do, that doesn't really involve FIFA, and we can sort of plan a bit for the future. Boys, just help me out as much as you can do. However, this is 96 Lewis, and I am off.